Okay, Stevie, well here we are, we're at the final game of the season. Let's have a quick word about Saturday's match against Morton. It kind of summed up our season, didn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't score when we were on top in the game. Having changed to three centre backs, I think I said after the game that it was important we tried to get as much experience for the game, the occasion, to try and win the game of football and let Craggs and Jackson move forward the pitch and try and get some crosses into the box. But very frustrated. Jackson obviously put himself in a position where he's given the referee a decision to make in terms of the red card, whether it was a red card or not. You know, we can debate that all day long. Disappointed with the penalty that was given against us, because I think on our day that's not given, but it is what it is. And as I say, frustrated, but something that we'll have to look to address looking into next season now.
It's clear what the issue has been this season. You mentioned that it's the lack of goals. We've only scored, I think, 33 goals this season, which is just not enough, and it's not enough to get us where we want to be.
No, it's not. And collectively, you know, when you're getting clean sheets, it starts from the front. So we've not scored enough goals as a team this season, and it's probably where we find ourselves at, and it's something that we're going to have to look to address come the summer.
And our home form as well, only 5 home wins this season in the league. Again, we want to make East End Park a place that's intimidating for other teams to come and play at.
Well, what happens is the fact that we've not been scoring enough goals when we've been on top of games, it does bring a nervousness, and it's the worst feeling as a football player at times, that you know there's periods of games that you should be scoring goals, and you get confidence from that. As I say, it's a collective thing. It's not just pointing the finger at the forward players, and you know we have to bring in a mentality over the summer, and we've also got a chance to stamp the way that we're going to try and play during the pre-season. So fully aware, not shy from the responsibility of it, but it's something that we're going to have to look to get better at next year.
And saying that, results did go our way on Saturday, so we don't have anything to worry about against Inverness on Saturday. So what are the plans for the match of the weekend? Are you going to try something a little bit different? Are you going to maybe throw in some under-20s who played against Raith Rovers the other night as well?
The thing is, we've still got an opportunity to finish 5th, and that will have an impact on the budget. So it's not a case of going up there and trying to be clever. I think it's important we go up there and compete and have a belief, try and get a belief back into us. I think we've taken a little bit of a dunt in terms of confidence from the Falkirk game, and you know we have to go out there and match Inverness for their commitment levels, and take the game to Inverness, because if we can win the game, Morton have got a tough one against Dundee United, and the opportunity to finish 5th will have its financial rewards for us.
There will obviously be a lot of changes over the summer. You've said that before. A lot of players will have maybe played their last game or play their last game on Saturday. Are preparations well underway for next season now?
No, in terms of that, again, because we're not in a position to know what the budget's going to be exactly for next year, and it going to the very last game, as a coaching staff we'll discuss over the weekend. We've been discussing anyway what we think we need to bring in, who we'd like to keep, who would possibly be moving on, and we'll make sure that we speak to the players in a respectful manner on Monday and Tuesday to see where we're going moving forward.
You also touched on it there as well, the style of football that you want to play next season, because you said yourself what we've done so far this season and how we've played, it's not exactly what you want to be doing.
No, I think when we came in, it was trying to get results and get points on the board, and that's, again, it isn't deflecting away from the fact that I still wanted better, and I know I'm fully responsible for the results that we've been on in the run recently. But come pre-season, you know, we'll have 2 or 3 week period before the first game leading up to our first game in pre-season. We'll try and put an identity to us that we can start playing more passing football, and you know, try and break teams down, which gives us the opportunity to score goals in the final third.
You mentioned that the Player of the Year awards on Saturday night as well, and so did Greg Shields, that you know the under-20s have implemented a way of playing already, playing out for the back with Cammy Gill. Is that something that the fans should expect to see next season?
No, the difference to that is at first team level, if you encourage to play it from the back and you try and play like your Barcelona's, Man City, you give the ball away and you get done in the counter attack, lose a goal, it brings an edginess. So there's a responsibility to playing in a certain manager for the Scottish Championship, and I'm fully aware of that. What I will say is I want to bring to the team more positivity and more belief that we want to take the ball and play more passing football. Yes, there's times to turn teams, there's times to go direct, but fully aware that come the summer we'll be working hard on trying to pass the ball on the deck and breaking teams down with 1-2s, combination plays and getting them behind to create chances.
How are we looking in terms of injuries ahead of the weekend?
Obviously with Jackson, we'll miss Jackson with the red card. Lewis Martin got 45 minutes under his belt. He was thrown at the deep end for the last 15 minutes last week. Credit to himself, he's had a sticky, a hard season in terms of the injury front, but Lewis is a good kid who's worked away hard. He's not a kid now, he's actually a man who, we'll see where things go with talks at the start of next week. Andy Ryan got 20 minutes, whether that's enough to give him some involvement on Saturday. Other than that, everybody's fully fit.
And you've mentioned it is the final game of the season. We're still wanting to win to finish as high as possible as we can in the league, but it's the end of the season, but there's a lot of hard work over the next month or two.
Not hard work, and sometimes there's been a lot of hard work since we've come into the job, since January. A lot of hidden work, but as I say, results don't make that any easier, and I'll take the responsibility on that one, that over the last run of 8 games it's not been good enough. I'm not shying from it, it's hurting. I am hurting, I know the players and the staff are hurting, and hopefully we can show that on Saturday and it gives us something to build on for next year.